A German court looked at something Google's AI wrote about two businesses and decided Google is legally on the hook for it. Not the websites it pulled the information from, Google itself. What the AI wrote was that these two companies were tied to scams. None of the sources it cited said anything like that. It assembled the association on its own. And the court ruled that makes the sentence Google's own speech. I don't think the lawsuit is the real story here. I think this changes what it takes for any business to show up in an AI answer at all. For 20 years, the deal was simple. A search engine shows you a wrong website. It's the website's problem. The engine is a librarian pointing at a book. This is different. The AI is not pointing at a book. It wrote the sentence, so it owns the sentence. That is what a German court decided. Regional Court of Munich, temporary injunction, May 28, 2026, case 260869/26. It treated the AI overview as Google's own content, not a list of results, because it combines sources into new statements, so the protections that cover the ordinary results page do not apply here. It also rejected Google's users should fact-check it themselves defense. If the machine writes it, the machine's owner stands behind it. The scope of this is narrow, but the part that should change how you work comes right after it. One regional court, a temporary injunction, European liability law, a US court could go the other way and treat the platform as a protected intermediary. So this points a direction. It doesn't settle anything. And that direction lines up with something from a week earlier. An analysis found that being named by an AI does not mean being believed by it. Put these two together. How an AI represents your business is now a trust problem and an accountability problem all at once. Forget the lawsuit for a second. The thing that matters is the incentive it creates. An engine that can be held responsible for what it says has every reason to hedge, soften, or leave out a brand it cannot verify. Liability does not make a system accurate, it makes it careful. A careful system services what it can defend. Businesses with a consistent, unambiguous, machine-readable identity it can ground the claim against become the safe ones to name. The fuzzy ones become a risk to mention at all. I don't think it plays out this cleanly, and no platform has announced anything like it, but the incentive only points one way. You can see the early shape of it already. Ask an AI about a small or contested business and watch how often it hedges, defers, or will not characterize it at all. The question stops being, how do I get AI to quote me correctly, and becomes, am I a business the AI is competent enough to name at all? And most businesses give a machine at least one reason to doubt them. Your name could resolve to 2 or 3 different legal entities across your homepage and profiles, and nothing says which one is real. Your founder's title says one thing on your about page, another in the old interview. Your product does something specific, but the only place that states this is an image or a PDF a parser will skip. Your category is obvious to a human and ambiguous to a machine because the page never says in words it can lift what the thing is. None of that is a content problem the way the last few decades trained you to think about content. This is an identity problem. The model will decline to make a claim it cannot source cleanly, the same way a careful editor will cut a sentence the reporter cannot stand up. This is why bilingual more content keeps failing. Volume does not resolve ambiguity. 10,000 words with 3 conflicting descriptions of yourself is harder to verify than a homepage that says the same true thing every way a machine reads this. And look, you don't need a lawyer for this. You need to be the business the engine is sure about. So here's what I actually do. Run your brand, your products, your category through the engines your customers actually use and read the answer like a complete stranger. I'm checking 4 things. Does it state my category correct, attribute the right products, name the right people, and avoid associations that are not mine? Do this across AI engines because they will not agree, and the spread between them is your audit. And then fix the facts the machine grounds on. Define the entity clearly. Add organization markup. That is the structure block on your homepage that states who you are, what you do, and how to confirm it in a format machines can read directly. Keep your identity consistent across the places models read, so the engines never have to pick between 2 versions of you. And this is the identity layer of machine-first architecture. The part that makes a business legible to a machine before it ever has to like you. And make this a habit, not a one-time audit. Your facts drift, the web changes around you, the models retrain. The businesses that stay verifiable check what the answer says about them on a schedule, the same way they check their own analytics. The lawsuits will be rare, and they'll stay stuck inside their own countries. This is not the part that should change how you work. The part that should is slower and structural, and it's already starting. When the answer carries risk, the engine gets careful, and a careful engine talks about the businesses it can stand behind. So before you spend another month making more content, open ChatGPT or Google or Claude or whatever you use and ask it about your own business. Read what it says the way a customer would. If it hedges, if it gets your category wrong or cannot quite place you, it's not a ranking problem you can write your way out of. It's the machine telling you it's not sure who you are yet. Fix that first.